Hi guys, it's Stacy with Handmade by StacyJ. Today I'm going to show you how to do this cabled crochet stitch. It's a beautiful lacy type fabric that has the cables in it. And this is a view on the back, so it's pretty reversible. It's just very pretty, very simple actually. It just uses single crochet and 5 yarn overs, so I believe that would be a treble. But let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you how simple this is. For this tutorial, I'm using Paintbox Yarn Simply DK in color number 142, Tea Rose. I'm also using my handy dandy Furls crochet hook. This is size G or 4mm. So let's go ahead and get started. This stitch pattern works in multiples of 6 plus 2. So here I've been working on a swatch for you that has 4 increments of the 6 stitches because it's worked over 6 stitches right here. For the sample, I did 24 as my increments of 6, and then I added 2. So I chained 26. So go ahead and chain 26 and we'll go ahead and get started. To begin this pattern, chain 1, then in the first stitch or the second stitch from your chain, or the second chain from your hook, insert your hook and work a single crochet across. And you'll wind up with a total of 26 single crochets. I'm coming up on the end of that single crochet row. And you'll turn your work. And now chain 7. Now your chain 7 counts as a double treble and a chain 3 because we're going to skip these first 3 stitches. So skip 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th stitch or chain from your hook, you're going to yarn over 5 times. Then you're going to insert your hook in that 4th stitch. Yarn over, drop a loop. Then you're going to yarn over, draw through 2, 6 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's what you'll have. Now you're going to do that one more time. Yarn over 5 times. 4, 5. And then insert your hook in the next stitch, right to the left of the one you just did. So yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, do that 6 times. 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to do it one more time because we do all these in increments of 3. So yarn over 5 times and insert in the next stitch. Yarn over, draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2, do that 6 times total. And then this is what you have. Now we're going to begin working in these stitches that we skipped, and this is what gives it that cable look. So we're going to do just as we just did, yarn over 5 times, and then we're going to insert into the first stitch. Not this one right here though, because all of those chains count as a stitch. So the one next to it, we're going to insert our hook, and then we're going to insert it from the front and then bring it up around, and then we're going to yarn over and draw up a loop. Then we're going to yarn over, draw through 2, do that a total of 6 times. Then we're going to do that again, only we're going to work in this stitch. So we're going to be closing this gap. So yarn over 5 times. And then we're going to insert from front to back in the stitch right here. So it's that second skip stitch. And yarn over and drop a loop. And then we're going to yarn over and draw through 2, a total of 6 times. And then the last one, we're going to work this final stitch right here. So yarn over 5 times, insert front to back, bringing it forward, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, 6 times. And that is your first cable. There you go. And once you work it a little bit more, it'll start looking more like the cables. So we're going to do what we just did one more time. So we're going to yarn over 5 times. Then we're going to skip 3. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to insert our hook in that 4th stitch. Yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now yarn over 5 times. Insert it in the next stitch. Drop a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2, 6 times. Then we'll do it once more for this 3rd stitch. So yarn over 5 times. Insert your hook in that next stitch. Yarn up, yarn over, drop a loop. Yarn over and draw through 2, 6 times. Now we're going to go back and work in those 3 that we skipped. And we do that by yarning over 5 times. And then we're going to insert into that first stitch that we skipped. So front to back, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And you do that 6 times total. Then we're going to work this next stitch. So let's yarn over 5 times. Insert that hook into that skip stitch, front to back. Then yarn over and drop a loop. Yarn over and draw through 2, 6 times. And now we have this last stitch right here to work. So yarn over 5 times and insert it into that last stitch that's been skipped, front to back, bringing it forward. Yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, 6 times. Okay. See, now we're coming together. It's looking like the cables. So let's do one more over here. So we're going to yarn over 5 times. And then we're going to skip 3. So 1, 2, 3. Insert our hook into the next stitch. Yarn over, drop a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2. 6 times total. Yarn over 5 times. And then in this next stitch, insert your hook. Yarn over, drop a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2. 6 times total. And then last one. Yarn over 5 times. Insert the hook in the next stitch. Yarn over, drop a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2. 6 times. Now we'll be working back into these skip stitches. Yarn over 5 times. And insert in that first skipped stitch. Front to back, bringing it forward. Yarn over, drop a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2, 6 times total. Oops. There we go. Now we'll work this this next skip stitch because we have 2 left. So yarn over 5 times. Insert in this next stitch, front to back, bringing it forward, yarn over, drop a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2, 6 times total. And the last one for this cable is that final stitch that we skipped. Yarn over 5 times. Insert in that last stitch, front to back, bringing it forward, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2. And I'm going to do this last one just a little bit quicker so you can see it as it flows. And once you get the hang of this, it's actually a very simple stitch. It is a bit of a yarn eater though. It does go through a lot of yarn. But it's so pretty. Alright, this is the last for my cable stitches. Now, when we get to the end of this, we still have 1 more single crochet left. So to work that, you'll yarn over 4 times. Since we're not crossing, there's 1 less yarn over because we're just going to work a straight double treble right here. So insert your hook into that last single crochet, yarn over, drop a loop, yarn over, draw through 2, 5 times total. 4 and 5. And this is what you should have. So to continue working this, we're going to turn our work, chain 1, single crochet in that first stitch, or the same stitch, because that chain 1 does not count as a single crochet, and then single crochet in each stitch across. When you get to the very end, you'll do your crochet, your single crochet in that final big post stitch that you did, but then you want to crochet in the very top of that turning chain. So where you had chained 7, go into that last chain for your single crochet. That'll give you a nice clean edge. And then that is it. That's how you work the cable crochet stitch. It's pretty simple, right? And look how pretty it is. I think it's gorgeous. So I do hope that you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing. You can also visit my website at www.handmadebystacyj.com. On there I have PDFs for the tutorials, so that way you can have the written directions as well as the video. I hope you have a lovely day. Happy crocheting. Bye-bye.